Many of the software developers, especially in corporates, but also on startups, are using MacBooks. And when you use MacBooks, then the default application, which is actually a really good one for storing notes and just for personal notes, is the local native notes application, and it's becoming better and better with each version. Having said this, the biggest issue with the uh, Apple Notes is the fact that it's storing the notes inside a local internal SQL Lite database. And if that's not enough, it could be encrypted. And if that's not enough, there is storage in a cloud. And if that's not enough, it's not markdown nor text. And if that's not enough, it's split in between multiple multiple nodes that you open, and there is many more if that's not enough. Meaning it's very hard to analyze your nodes, to run a tool on your node. Also, the folder is not really accessible, and we don't really know trivially. Of course, we can find it, but it's not always trivial to find it. Terminal does not have access to this folder. There's just a huge mess around. On one hand, it's a great application. On the other hand, it's not transparent to us what's going on there. So one application that tries to one GitHub open source that tries to help us to liberate our nodes such that we can run tools of them, such that we can manually backup them if we want, such that we can view them on other applications, is called Apple Notes Liberator. And basically, this is an application that frees our Apple Notes from the Notes app. Of course, if you use Notes app, then it's a great application. We should use it. And it's really good one. The search is good. The hierarchy is good. The organization is good. But it's not really possible to use other tools to view the nodes. So this is a project based on Java. And so as you see, they use JBank. Yet another win for JBank, which we introduced in one of our previous videos, because it lets them just install it without installing. You run JBank app install and then the GitHub name and repository and just installs it. Then if you run the JBank with the URL, then it would ask you whether you trust this URL or not. So this was for the installation. And then we have there some CLI tools where we can export the nodes either into JSON or to Markdown. Markdown could be useful. We could open it with other applications that I have suggested in the past with Typora and similar notes applications. Then once you run them, then this application will attempt to locate the nodes database. As we said, it's not that easy. Copy it, parse what it can. Not ensuring 100% success, hopefully yes. If the application cannot locate your nodes database, it will print an error to the terminal and exit. In that case, you can specify the -F option, passing exactly where is our nodes database. The application will generate a JSON and or Markdown from our Notes app data depending on the options we specify. We must specify at least either we want a JSON or we want a Markdown. The program will exit then, and if everything has gone well, then we would have a folder named Liberated Notes directory inside the directory from which we executed the program. And if we enter this Liberated Notes directory, then it would hold a list of notes.json files that would be our notes, or it would have a list of markdown files that would have the notes, and we would also have a notes.sqlite that would be a copy of our node app SQLite. As we said, it's storing the nodes in SQL Lite. We would need to mess around and provide full disk access, we can also enable logging, etc. But this is it. Basically, the project is called Apple Notes Liberator. Because we use JBank to run it, it's probably Java. So yes, if we look at the code, it's reading in Java, byte utils, constant, good old Java, good new Java. It's really a great language. And that's it. Apple Notes Liberator GitHub project.